At the start of the inauguration of the new Prime Minister, there was a moment of silence in remembrance of the late wife of the Prime Minister, Mrs. Dipolelo Thabane, who was shot dead on Wednesday at Hammasana. Basotho, who came for the inauguration ceremony, ululated and celebrated while the Chief Justice Ntume Majara was leading swearing in of Dr. Thabane into office of the Prime Minister. Dr. Thabane also accepted a national flag and constitution from the outgoing Prime Minister Dr. Musisidi as a symbol of transition of power, assisted by the Lesotho Defence Force Commander.
Ke amoela boikarabelo bona bo boholo ke ntse ke lemoha diphephetso tse kgolo tse tsamayang le bona mmoho le dithibello tse phahameng tsa setjhaba sena. Basotho ba lebeletse hore ke tla ba etella pele ke ba tataise ka katleho go hlola mathata le diphephetso tsena tse ngata tse re tjametseng re le setjhaba. Ho feta moo kajeno ke amoela boikarabello bona ke se mong empa e le lebitsong la baetapele ba makgotla a mararo ABC, AD le RCL le mokga wa setjhaba sa Basotho BNP ho etella mmuso o motjha parlamenteng ya motlotlehi ya 10. Ke rapela modimo o mpha matla le bohlale ba ho jara boikarabello bona bo boholo ka mamello, sebete le moya wa bosebeletsi.
Dr. Thabane said the government led by him will, among other, work on constitution and other government departments reforms to ensure that democracy is deeply rooted in Lesotho.
I therefore assure you that this government will be for all Basotho without any form of discrimination. A government that is committed to the rule of law, rebuilding and strengthening of the pillars of democracy, and abhors corruption in all its forms. This government will always facilitate the process of reforms to stop the causes of this 2 to 3 year cycle between elections. Your Majesty and Excellencies, it is imperative that we note that for the economy to growth to occur, it is important that both political stability and security are guaranteed. It is also important to note that the economy has to be driven by the private sector, locally, regionally, and internationally.
The Kingdom of Swaziland's Prime Minister Dr. Sibusiso Dlamini, on behalf of the SADC chairperson, Kim Moswazisi III, wished the incoming Prime Minister well in the new office. He also thanked the outgoing Prime Minister, Dr. Musisidi, for peaceful transferring power to Dr. Thabane.
We implore and beseech all Basothos to show their patriotism by supporting the new government with a view to demonstrate that they want continued peace, political stability, and economic growth. We further appeal to the international community and all other stakeholders to support the new government. We note that indeed there is a need for economic reforms that must be implemented not only by Lesotho, by the whole SADC region, in order to improve the lives of our people.
On behalf of the head of states and government, the President of the Republic of Zambia, His Excellency Mr. Edgar Lungu, congratulated Basotho for holding peaceful National Assembly elections.
This is as it should be, because we have chosen for ourselves to be a democratic state where from time to time we choose our leaders. I cannot encourage you to continue on this path. But allow me to point out that democracy is a very expensive game. But I'll leave it up to you, the people of the Kingdom of Lesotho, to decide how best you can make the democracy a bit cheaper so that you can focus your resources on developing this country.
This ceremony was attended by Their Majesties King Lizzie III and Queen Masnati Mahato Seiso, ambassadors and high commissioners, as well as international organizations, among other important guests. Selina Leteketa, LTV News, Maseru.